Hang on a sec. Roll it again.
Right.
Roll again.
Right, so...
Mr. Cole and myself met a number of years ago.
Yeah, we have to start again because obviously, I mean...
Okay, go.
All right, so
How did we first meet?
how did we start the project?
How did we start the project? Well, the project came about just about 12 months ago to the day. I was teaching poetry at school and I kind of liked it. And I came home and I wrote a poem. And I eventually found the courage to read it to these guys and Mr. Cull in particular over a campfire. And Patrick thought there was something in it.
So I'll take it from there. So when Tim gave me the words for it, it was unique for me as a musician because I normally have to write my own lyrics. So it gave me a lot of freedom to write some of the words, and I'd never really considered doing folk music in that way. But we just kind of reflected our lives in it, in the poetry that Tim wrote and the songs and lyrics that he wrote. That kind of reflected our lives as boaters, I think, pretty neatly. Through some of Tim's fabulous lyrics and my brilliant choruses, obviously.
Yeah, so we'll just have to explain there. So when I wrote the poems, they were just little stories, just trying to capture little ideas that had come about or been discussed by everybody. Patrick took them and read them a couple of times, and he found a chorus floating around this,
somewhere
cavity,
Yeah.
and it went from there, didn't it? You
Yeah.
found a chorus that you liked, and you put them into the poems. It was just a story. And then you did some magical computer thing and some guitar thing.
Yeah.
And some squeeze box thing.
So everything was recorded on the
Triangle
boats.
thing.
Yes and no. But yes, we have an instrument called triangle. It's for you.
Mm.
The everything was recorded on the boats. Most of my instruments on the roof. Nothing fancy really. An old 2013 Mac with some of my old gigging bits and bobs, and also obviously great software. We think in the album there's a little bit of something in there for everybody. There's history songs like
And
Barlow,
protest.
and a protest song. There's a history bit. So Barlow's Boats refers to a living person, dead now unfortunately.
And has a very personal jibe in it, but that's for later.
Right.
Yes.
I've got a new breathing
So
technique.
cut.
Could I ask you a question?
Go on.
How come you... this is interesting because there's no art direction required. Tell us about how you look.
Fabulous.
Oh, okay. So I'm originally from South Africa, so therefore I'm a colonial.
Worker.
And so would have more than likely, if I'd arrived here in the 1800s, ended up working on the canals with some of my Irish brethren. Timothy, on the other hand, landed gentry. And so the roles turned out to be fairly natural. Yes?
Tell us about the Union, the Grand Union.
So the Grandest Union, play on words for us. We live on the Grand Union Canal. I've been on 14 years.
Oh, well, I've been on about that a little bit more.
And we met working for a top 5 accountancy firm, don't you know, in the city.
Here's the thing. A large multinational accountancy practice, which will remain nameless. And we ended up working in the same place. And I thought that I was the only person living on a boat until I heard there was somebody else.
And
I
I
was
thought
quite-
that I was the only person living on a boat until I heard that there was someone else.
I was fairly grumpy, actually.
I was fairly grumpy too.
Yeah.
By the way, there's 2 of us living on a boat working with this top 5 accountancy firm. But very importantly,
Yes.
neither of us are accountants.
No.
Nothing like that at all to do with
No.
that.
Different
So
things.
we've ended up leaving the firm where we weren't accountants.
Yes.
And
Started travelling together on the
Grand Union.
Hence the Grandest Union, which is the name of the band and name of the album.
And it's just a collection of poem stories that Pat's picked his favourites from and indulged himself. I didn't know what we were going to get when I gave the poem to him, but I'd be quite astounded. And I hope you like it.